What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Elf FF here, bringing you my first of potentially, hopefully, a lot of commentaries regarding Overwatch. And today I want to cover pretty much the beginners or the amateurs guide to a certain character. And to start off the series, I'm gonna start off with my go-to guide, Soldier 76. If you are a first-person shooter fan, Call of Duty fan, he'll probably be your go-to guy. For the PS4, here's the controls. L1's got his sprint, which is very viable actually in this game, because actually there is no sprint option, so having the ability to actually run is actually very useful when getting back on the objective and things like that. He also has the Helix rockets at L2. The rockets are pretty direct, they're very linear, and the blast radius is pretty small, but it's pretty good for picking up those last minute kills, or if your shots are on target, think of it as like a mini sniper rifle shot. Finally, his R1 is you throw down his health pack and shows like a small radius of its healing, and it heals you and your teammates. So overall, he's actually a really easy character to use. As you can see, you can't aim down sight. So if you are players like me that rather prefer to aim down sight, it will take a bit to get used to. But basically, he can play support, he can play offensive. He only has 200 health, so he's not that tanky. But overall, he's got, he can fight mid-range, kind of long range, and short range, depending on what characters he goes up against. Now, when it comes to that, characters that he matches up well against, I've noticed he does well against McCree at a distance. He does not do well against McCree in short distance or anything within McCree's stun. He doesn't do well actually against the Reaper. In my opinion, Reaper can one-on-one him just because Reaper has the ability to go invisible and cloak himself. He's actually pretty decent against Mei, because he is a mid-range attacker. He actually does well. I've used him to take out Hanzos very effectively. You just gotta dodge and weave. Another character he doesn't do that well against traditionally is Tracer, just because she is so agile and basically she's a close range shooter while he's probably a mid-range shooter. So he does specialize in taking out enemies from pretty much afar. He does well against Reinhardt's. He's a good wall breaker. He's a good support destroyer. His damage is not the highest, but if you need him to take out things like sentry turrets or Torbjorn's turrets, he does well against Torbjorn as well. Things like Symmetra. He also does well against Genji because he doesn't have to always pull his bullets and pull his strings, and he can stop firing on the dime when Genji brings out his his reflecting blades and things like that. His playstyle overall, I would highly suggest kind of stay in the back. Unlike the other offensive characters that have some sort of sneaking ability, his only true sneaking ability is that he can run, so he can get around the enemies. But besides that, his damage output is not the highest. One full clip on point does not kill an enemy necessarily. And stay away from Roadhogs. That's the only tank I would stay away from. He can handle D.Va pretty well, but the only reason why I would stay away from Roadhog is just because Roadhog does have that hooking ability, and if you do get hooked, you basically will get hooked one shot and a punch, and that'll take you out if you are at full health. So I would be aware of that. So basically, if you are new to Overwatch and you just want to have a fun character to play with, I'd highly suggest picking up Soldier 76 and using him for a bit. Play with him until you get better and more comfortable, and you can start playing with the harder characters. So thanks for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. It's a really simple commentary, and I really hope you guys enjoyed the matchups. And hit up United X Gaming, Chaos Gaming whenever you can, and we'll be around and hopefully uploading much more. Thanks for watching as always. Have a nice day and shoots.